I'm back. Had some technical difficulties, so that was sucky. But we're back, and we're ready to get back to the grind. I can't cure as much as I was because now I have only one measly 9-watt lamp curing because my other lamp broke. So it's been that day. But it cures enough. It doesn't have as much space, but it'll do for our purposes, especially since I'm not putting in a very deep layer. I'm not doing much with like super opaque shit. So that will do. It'll be slow, but it'll work. That said, I don't think I'm going to. So these have been out for a while. Some of these aren't good. Like, I don't know if I trust this because this has some dust in it. So I think I should probably clean it out. Life. I'm gonna set up this. This is fine. That's not fine. So I think I'm going to putz with. I'll put this here so you got a visual. I'm gonna putz with the white one. Hip. Just get rid of that for now. And get rid of the light blue one. And I think I'm not gonna mix any white right now. I think I'll just go right ahead and make more base ones because I have a bunch of small designs that I want to make. And this clear one, is this clear one okay? I can leave it for now. And technically I need to make more of this, so I'm just gonna preemptively empty that out. We're gonna move that there. And I'm gonna mix just a little bit of each. Let's see. Because we're gonna do the small ones and I don't want it sitting that long. I know I said I would work on this on Friday and then I didn't. And then I was gonna maybe work on it the weekend and I didn't. So I let the resin sit for a little too long. But we already needed other colors anyway because I had run out of that blue. But I can leave these overnight because I do plan to do some tomorrow. We are down to the wire. And I have quite a few things that I still want done, like those jellyfish. Actually, I think I'm going to mix even more. Oh, my cat. And hair from my cat. Gets everywhere, no matter how much I try. Yeah, we're gonna need more of that. I definitely put in too much powder. Whoops. That's okay. As I said, this stuff can sit overnight. My way of packing it away works. So. It's a pretty blue. Pretty light blue. I totally created way too many bubbles. Alright, let's not light these on fire this time like I did last time. Cool. Alright, so this is for my tools that I like using, like that one and this one. And I have a needle somewhere that I was using for the really tiny stuff, and I think I'm gonna need to use it because I plan to do some really tiny stuff. Alright, so we have those. I'm gonna hold off on these other guys. I have... How many seashells do I have like this? I have 2 made already. And I have 3 that aren't finished. Okay. And this is actually good to go here. It's a cute little thing with sea life in gold over there. Alright, what I wanted to do was the small stuff. So I have all this. Look at this. I'm not going to make all of it, but I'm definitely going to make these and these and these and these. Like a few of them anyway. They're supposed to be earrings. These are keychains. And these are gonna be earrings. Still have to figure out how I'm gonna do the penguins, including those penguins. So we'll see. Making noise. Alright, you know what? We'll leave this here. This is still pretty cool to see. Alright. Assessing what I have in front of me. I think I should be okay enough to make these little guys. Alright, so I need my masking tape. Don't mind my slightly blue fingers. I did some indigo dyeing yesterday. Well, blue dyeing. Why is my face so bright? Lamp does not listen to me. It's a touch lamp and it's like, I'm sorry, I don't feel anything sometimes, and I'm just like, lamp, why? Yay, okay. So I want to look at the references from them last time. I wonder if I can easily get to it. So I did the sand, the beach from the bottom, which actually I wasn't going to do, but I think I like that. So I think I'll stick to that. Right. I've made this design once before. But as always, it's always unique because of what you do with it. It's always going to change every time. The difference this time is the technique I'm using for the suds, the foam, the ocean foam will look different, so not quite the same. At least the small pieces will be very good for the tiny lamp that I have to work with. Thank God for having a backup, because that would have sucked not being able to do a little bit of work today. And shipping has not been the most reliable, so to get it in time is possibly not a thing that'll happen. Hopefully it will. I need to have a thing to wipe into. Just use that. Oh, I need to mix this up first because it's settled. The pigment has settled. Better, yes. Awesome. I did it. The lobster is none. Hello. I was gonna ask if you were there. I keep hearing weird thumps. Do you know what that is? Please don't fail me. Lamp. Yeah, why? What is going on? Party lobster? Because of the coloring? Or just its stance? Yeah. Can definitely see that. Today is a little bit of a chill day because after my lamp broke, I'm just like, I have no energy anymore. At least when I spilled tea earlier, I didn't ruin any electronics. Although, technically I spilled tea near that lamp. Oh no. I see that pun. I see that other pun. I don't... Just gonna apparently lose my hair over the puns. Because, Jesus, I keep like running into my hair pieces just randomly around and I'm like, oh, more reminders of the stress. Which is silly. I have enough time to make this stuff and possibly more. Not a big deal. Why am I stressed? Looks outside. Oh. Fire. Right. California's on fire. That little detail. It's really, really easy to forget, you know? It's not. Alright, the yellow bit's kind of like poofed, so I'm gonna kind of try to override it a little. The green too. There we go. Okay, cool. I like it. Lobster. Jesus. This guy. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. The middle looks empty. Because it's all clinging to the sides. I don't want that. I don't want it to look icky. Okay. Well, that should do. Just not even gonna make sure bubbles are out. Just put it in. Just go in it. Alright, let's see how quickly this 9-volt. Oh man, see, like here I did the same thing. I didn't put enough. But I would argue it cured okay. It's okay on the curing part. But I need to fill it in because it clung to the sides and it didn't actually stay in the middle very well. I need more green. Just putting in another layer of the color. Cool. We're just gonna straight put it in under the lights. Found out that the target order is delayed. Okay, at least it didn't lose it. Or it didn't get stolen, so that's good. Yay. Boo, but yay. Alright, so now with the lobster and the crate station, we've got party squid. Why is this rolling this time? It wasn't rolling last time. Why are you so rolly? Alright, this is starting to kind of like dry out, so I'm gonna use this as my brush wipe, so to speak. Grabbing another one. There. Okay. I'm learning that I need to be a little heftier on the amount that I put in. Making it a little too thin, though there's no need for me to do that. Looks like an alien. A little bit, right? Squids are weird. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Didn't ruin anything. Just stuck to my hand, because of course it's going to, right? Cue Klutzy Lily. Got it in. Doesn't look like there's too many empty spots. Let's pick it up and see how thin it is. It is not. It's great. Looking good. Time to put it in the cure. I have to move something else out though. I'm gonna put this here so it doesn't. Ah, but it's in the way of my hand. It's great. This. Ooh, hello. Dolphin shot. Oh man. Everything's getting knocked over. Dolphin Chan leaked on the back. Let's see if it's fixable. Oh hey, it actually cured for the most part. It's not quite. Let's see if I can just scrape it off. Break it off. Yeah, I can break it off. Woo! Just clean it up. Cool. Looking good. I'm gonna put it in a little bit longer just so it like has some more time in there. I use my tweezers because this is just easier than using my big bulky hands. Cool. Yeah. Need to clean this up though. Cool. Alright. Next is starfish. So that's 3 I've already done. Nice. In about maybe 20 minutes-ish. They're not done, obviously. They need to have the foam layer put on. But I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. The goal is to get sleep tonight. A lofty goal it is. So, like, I feel like it went over a little bit. Some of these ridges. Just want to clean it out. Don't quite like it there. It's not really working. Let me see if this works. Nope, that doesn't really work. But I can make it more uniform by making it look like it's a shadow. Awesome. Ugh, I have to clean up this mess that I've created. Let's see how it's doing though. I actually need to put more in the middle. Awkward. Upstairs, please don't stomp. Sorry if you guys hear thumps. My upstairs neighbors are very rude. Okay, party lobster. I need to do a little scraping on the back here too. Come on. There we go. Got off my finger into the garbage. Alright, that was easy. That came off in one piece. Don't even have to clean up too much. Moving my trash closer. It's too far away. Okay. This looks good. Yeah. My little lobster. What was it next? This guy? Oh, I guess I should put this guy in. Just so it cures a little bit of the bottom. Okay, dolphins. Part 1 is done. And then lastly, out of these 5, got this guy. Wait, first, let's. Oh, I don't want to screw it. I don't want to clean right now. I'll clean later. This is gonna get messy. Okay, you know what? This time I'm gonna let the blue settle on its own, and I'm gonna actually do this beach part first. Oh no! Okay, I can mess up like that. That's cool. Oh my god. Today's not my day. Well, there went some sand. Hopefully this is enough sand. Not like it's a big deal. I have more. As you can see, right there. Alright, I think they are pretty packed, the little leggies with sand. And by leggies, I obviously mean tentacles, not legs. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly try to organize this little guy. Try to clean up because it got messy. Okay, there's just a tiny bit of sand left. I'll have to mix more, that's fine. Okay, so kind of want to fix this. I don't want the blue this deep. Alright, and I definitely need to put more down. There is sand in that. I don't want sand up there. Hi, Dev Dear. Thank you for the follow. And they're working. The notifications are working. Was it a simple fix? As simple as turning them on? Yes, it was. I'm ashamed. They weren't visible. That's why it wasn't working. Last stream on Thursday. Thank you for the follow. No promises, but I like to stream tomorrow, and tomorrow I shall do this awesome effect on these guys. For now, I'm just making a bunch of these little ones. Because I have... These are going to be keychains. And these are going to be earrings. And these are going to be earrings. These are going to be earrings. They're the squid. And these will be earrings. And they're whales. And these will be earrings. Penguins. So I'm still like, I'm wanting to do these before I fill any more of these, because as you can see, I haven't done those yet either. Wanted to get a few earrings in just in case. Thank you! Just in case something happens and we lose power, or, you know, California gets more on fire. And I want to have at least a small selection of earrings, because this is for that event coming up. The Sea of Serenity. Alright, what am I doing now? Let's see. I am further cleaning cat hair. That's what I'm doing. Having a cat, even if she doesn't bug you too much in this area, equals too much cat hair. Okay. And I have this weird one that actually popped out of one of the seashell shapes. One of these. And I don't know what to do with it. I might actually fill it in and make it its own. You're going to the tea party! Awesome! Yay! I may or may not mod. I do not know yet. I'm a backup mod for that. Thank you for the support. Yeah, it's too thin still. Like this accident, the happy accident that I have here. It is cracked in the middle, but I can fix that easily. It's still too thin to take off of this, so I think I might actually... I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I might just do this effect and then leave it on this and hope that it adheres the crack, and then I can take it off without it cracking again, and then dome it further and then add stuff, and it'll be its own thing that I can drill a hole in, and that would be really cool. So I'm hoping that's what I'll do with that. Okay, these guys I have curing in here. Party squid. Technically this is supposed to be an octopus, but it looks like a squid. I don't... Thank you! I really like doing the ocean series quite a bit because of what's involved. I'm trying a new technique this year where it's like a little bit more clear bubbles. So octopus, squid, and starfish that are pretty done. So for the back needs to cure. Don't mind my blue fingers. I did dyeing yesterday of napkins, and I obviously didn't wear gloves some of the time. So I got some blue dye on my fingers. That was fun. Not related to the shop, just more personal. Trying to do something fun. Okay, so I'm gonna give these a go, but I probably should make a little bit more sand before I really delve in. I'm gonna pour it first. Sometimes I have a heavy hand when pouring. And pouring it first will help me determine how much resin I need. I think I'm good, actually, because I don't want it to be liquidy. Yeah, I've been trying to do more activities that are like crafts and stuff that are just for me, with the end goal that maybe there's something that I could integrate into if I end up feeling like I'm comfortable and decent at it. Maybe I can integrate it somehow into what I do. But mostly just to try to give myself a break, because I haven't been really making myself much when I've been making things for the shop. And it's fun to learn new techniques as well, like just new stuff. I'm trying to push them off my tool, the little sand particles. There we go. Granules? Granules? Particles? I don't know. Okay. So that'll be enough for a bunch of stuff. Where is my tape? My tape is in front of me instead of where it usually is. You'd think that would make it easier. Hopefully I won't be biting myself in the butt for doing 2 at a time. Hopefully that'll be okay. They're small enough, but I don't want them to like settle while I'm working on the other one. Okay. Just gonna put the tape in that direction because I always keep reaching over there because I'm used to it being over there. I'm a creature of habit. As an artist, there's definitely pressure to just make things you think will sell. Yep. Yeah, I got stuck in that rut quite a bit. And even now, I like make something for myself and then I share it with people and they're like, "Are you gonna sell that?" I'm like, "No, I don't want that pressure. Thank you, but I appreciate it, but no." Nah, at most I wanted, like, the stuff that I'm doing is to give away as gifts. Like, I've gone into embroidery, like all sorts of different embroidery. What else have I been up to? Started watercolor. Yesterday was shibori dyeing, which was sort of shibori dyeing, because like we used the same techniques, but we weren't using indigo dye. We were just using blue dye, because it was all Zoom class at home, and with indigo it's easier to do in like a large vat, a large bucket, which you can't do obviously easily at home, so they were like, no, we're not gonna do that. Makes sense. I started crocheting. I relearned how to crochet. That was a little fun class that I took. Wood burning. I might take another wood burning class next month. But I still have to finish the ones from last class. I have so many projects right now that are unfinished. Yeah, embroidery is so much fun. I'm discovering that what I like the most is doing more painting style. So basically just, well, not really satin stitches, but long and short stitch stuff. Although I also did a little bit of sashiko, and I like the designs and that method, so I'm gonna try to do some gifts using the sashiko. Variety is the spice of life. This is true. Especially for me, I really enjoy all sorts of different things. Like, heck, even my shop reflects that. There's like different mediums that I do. Like, I do those lace headdresses, and then I also do the fuzzy stars, and then I do this. And then I do leather crowns. So it's like way different stuff, but I like being able to do a variety of things. Wait, I forgot my terrariums, which I need a list. I don't know if I'll have the chance to take the photos and list them, but I have terrarium rose rings and such. I've been slowly selling like little grouplets of them on Lace Market, but I haven't. Well, I guess there's like 1 or 2 listings on my Etsy right now that are like choose a color. I can either make it for you or I might have it, but I should list the ones that I have, because that's just logical. But like taking pictures of these, taking pictures of anything that has a shine on its surface is a pain in the butt. I'm not very good at photography. But I might give it a whirl. Oh my gosh, stop rolling. Why is my phone going off? I do not know. Notifications about software. Alright, is this... I think this will do. Cool. So that's that. Hopefully they won't shift too much. The liquid won't shift too much. Have you been hard hit by cons being cancelled? Yes. I got into, I usually don't do that many cons, but I got into Anime Central, which is a big one, Fanime, which is a big one, and not having those, and then also Cherry Blossom Festival here in the Bay Area was bad. That was a lot of, very little income, but luckily the events make it possible to have something, because people do enjoy the events, and then doing the releases for the events, it's the virtual events, it's really nice. Oh yeah, no, really, yeah, it's been bad. I'm lucky enough that I don't have to rely on it for income, like steady income to be able to survive, but it was never steady. It's never going to be steady, but income to survive specifically. But it's still not having that is because then I can't get more supplies easily. It's just, yeah, it sucks. It's really bad. At least when people get their items, they will be surprised by how glorious and sparkly they are. Yeah. I always like tear up a little bit when people comment and say like, oh man, this is awesome. Like super sparkly. I do like glitter. I know I usually wear black gothic-y stuff, but I do love my pastels and my glitter. That's good. There's a little of a safety net, but yeah, I feel you. I got used to doing local cons here in Arizona. Yeah. it sucks. It's not good, and we don't know what it's gonna be like come when this is all over. If there's gonna be much of a bounce back, what conventions are gonna get canceled, what it's gonna look like, and when. Like I technically with ASEN got rolled over to next year, and that's in Chicago. And Fanime is here in the Bay Area, rolled over as well. But if they're gonna hold it and things aren't better, I'm not gonna go. So there's that risk of losing money, losing that opportunity. God knows if it leads you to being blacklisted because you don't decide to go. Because they don't care, it's all about the money to them. I do like small cons. I love small cons because usually that's a little bit more like, there was a university convention in Chicago that I used to go to, and it was nice because it was supporting the university, it was supporting the community, and it's just homier to have smaller. So I'm always a big fan of smaller conventions, but sometimes there's some small conventions that ask for way too much for tables compared to what you get out of it and how much work you have to put in to set up and shit. Hoping for the best, planning for the worst. Yeah, same. I'm just gonna, for my ease, I think what I'm gonna do is a lot of the stuff that's online right now is made to order, but I can make some of them, well, not the resin, obviously. Resin pieces are one of a kind. I take pictures of them as I make them. But like the mini stars that I have some already made, and then others I just have to like crank out. I have inventory of what supplies I have, but I don't necessarily have the stars done. They're easy enough to make, to sit down and make a bunch when I get orders in, so that's not like terrible. But I think for ease and for there being maybe an event that crops up out of nowhere, I might just make a bunch so I have the inventory so I can just kind of rest the rest of the time. I think I'm gonna try to do that with the resin as well. But yeah, plan for like that there will be something, and then, well, have it if there isn't, but there will be one in the future. Or for online sales, even if they're relatively slow. But yeah, in-person conventions are my bread and butter. So not having them is like crappy. Very crappy. And I feel for a lot of the artists who went and made it full time and do rely on that. And they got screwed. But luckily with like the Lolita community and the J-Fashion community, we've got a little bit of a network going, so we are able to like plan these events, and that's fun. I need more water. Hang on. I'm gonna fill up a little bit on water, even though this is technically tea. Cool. Yeah, so having the community is like really nice because with the events, it gives a solid deadline, and it's still safe. It's still all virtual. So, and yeah, like I'm trying out a new thing this time where I'm doing the panel to make the fuzzy stars. Whew. That'll be my first ever panel that I've ever done. So that'll be fun, and it'll be in the same format, but not with obviously all of this stuff because it's fuzzy stars. And I've been doing pretty decently selling the kits for that for people who want to do them. So that's fun. Been loving watching the Twitch streamed events. Yeah, there's been so many too. It's so cool. The J Fashion on Demand has done a bunch of stuff. And then we're doing the... We did the thing that was the... replaced Ursa Major, which replaced Fanime for the lot of us, and then we're doing this, Sea of Serenity, and then hopefully something for Halloween. Excited. My phone keeps going off. Why are you going off? What's happening? Is there something important happening? Parcel pending. No, that's not important. Okay. Cool. Always gotta make sure nothing's... Did I get a notification from the county that something's happening? I haven't been checking the air quality, but hasn't been the best today. Okay, these are gonna be earrings, but I think I need to do these one at a time. This is not wanting to come off. Yeah, I'm not quite sure when my panel will be yet, but I know it's either Saturday or Sunday. Because we're just trying to finalize. We have a lot of panels for Sea of Serenity, so that's exciting. It'll be a very good Labor Day weekend. And then after that, I am going to sleep. Sleep. Yeah, hopefully you'll get a notification if, at least on your phone, since you've gave it a follow. Gave the channel a follow when it'll happen. But I will definitely also post it on social media when I find out. It should be soon, hopefully. It'll be making the Fairy K-esque type of fuzzy star clip pin combinations. And I set up kits for those, so if anybody wants to craft while they follow along. And it should be recorded because it's going through Twitch, so I'm gonna also have some available after the panel is, in case anybody's like, yeah, I can do this. I need the supplies. This one's being extremely difficult. The sand is not coming off my tool. Go in there. Go in there. Oh my goodness. Today is not my day. My lamp broke earlier. The power toggle switch just crapped out. I just can't get it to work anymore. So I do have a smaller lamp that I'm using that's older, but still works. Which reminds me, I need to switch over and do the back. Definitely more friendly in terms of the amount of space it takes up. I'm just glad that I have the backup, because otherwise I would have been like, I can't make this. It's okay. Hopefully I have a replacement coming tomorrow that should work, but we'll see. In the meantime, this little guy is just fine. Okay, I think I actually want to do a little bit of sand. Like a line of sand right above the leggies. The tentacles. The leggies. Yeah, that makes it more cohesive. And since I have the space, why not? Okay, time to go in with the color. I might actually need to mix some more. Oh dear. Yeah, I definitely need to mix more. Alright, hopefully this will be enough for this. Since I want these to look uniform, I can cure this one first and then bring it out again. Ah, shoot. Actually, I want more blue. Never mind. I'm gonna mix it now. Hey, stop rolling. There we go. Okay, here's my thing. I'm gonna do that first. Not that one. That one. Cool. So far, so good, which I am extremely grateful for, because today's been the day with that lamp, and then I spilled tea earlier. I cannot get sleep lately. Yeah, I did not set it on fire. I set the toothpicks on fire when I did this on Thursday. They were just like acted like matches. It wasn't that big of a deal, but that was a thing. And I was just looking at it, being like, do I blow you out? Do I bring out the water? I'm a little klutzy sometimes. Most of the time. It's okay. I clean it up afterwards. Yeah. And sometimes you can be like, oh, I meant to do that. Well, not setting things on fire. But the other accidents, it's like, oh no, that little mark right there, I totally meant to do that. Alright, is this opaque enough? I think so. Does it have bubbles? Yes, it does. Do I not want those bubbles? Yes. No, I don't. I mean, no, I don't. Derp. Alright, let's bring out these guys. see what they're up to. What kind of art do you do, Dev dear? Technically I have a hole, but it's not really that problematic. Because it'll be filled when I dome. So I think I'll be okay. And that one, and that one. My garbage is getting to the point where it's like, I am full of masking tape and paper towels. Throw me out. Grr. Yeah, I think these are actually looking good. Yay! Since I have so many, I definitely want to make more. So, but I'm working on this first. So since I want to make them uniform, I will continue working. Little bit of everything, but mostly sewing, crochet, digital 2D, and 3D modeling. Nice. 3D modeling is so much fun. My master's is in 3D modeling stuff, but it's been a while, so I'm a little out of practice. But I want to get it back into it to do 3D printing related things. One day. I want to learn insert project here. Yeah. I feel that. Especially like with conventions, it's hard to get around to doing a lot of different new things sometimes, and you just end up doing, like, either you do the same thing or you just jump from project to project is what I've found in my, oh god, I don't know how long I've been doing this. Over 10 years. Definitely over 10 years. So, geez, my camera's like, it's this light, isn't it? Oh god. That made the, oh, no. Hang on. Why do you not cooperate, light? Just turn it off for now. Okay. I have one of those touch lights that just do not cooperate. You touch it and it's like, nope. LOL. I'm not gonna turn on. You want to make it brighter? Nope. I'm not listening to you for whatever reason, and then sometimes it's like, yeah, I'll listen. Thank you. I've been up to doing resin. I got the supplies 5 years ago, but I didn't start until maybe like 4 years ago. And I was trying to do what I find a lot harder than this, which is than the bezels, which was like the working from the molds. And I never did epoxy. I just did UV. I feel like epoxy would be easier in the molds. But I'm also impatient, and that makes you wait. The epoxy takes time to cure versus this, which is like fast with under the UV light. It can do multiple layers in one go. But yeah, once I found out that I didn't like working with the molds all that much because I was just running into a lot of air pocket issues, I started working with these open bezels. And then there's a few things that I want to definitely try with resin. I've already done dried flowers. Hopefully I'll do that soon. The resin that I get is from Japan. And as you probably know, the Japan Post isn't running. So it's really hard to get it. The place where I get it does not ship right now to the US. So I'm kind of like saving my resin for the open bezels because I have a shit ton of these. I have so many different themed ones. But I want to do, like I was doing dried roses and such before with resin as well, which I enjoy. But there's some like cool 3D shape stuff that I want to do with wire and resin at some point. I might just dive in and just do it instead of trying to save the resin for this stuff, because I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I'm not probably gonna have events in 2021. Most of my conventions are at the beginning of the year, so beginning half anyway. Hi, Dreamloom. 2 orders I have to wait on since Japan Post is on hold. Yeah. Are they not able to ship it via, what is the other one? Yamato? The one with the cat? The shipping service with the person and the cat on their logo? I forget their name. Some of the places are willing to ship that via that, but it's more expensive. Like I think Closet Child is switched over to doing that. I think. But like for some of my friends who bought figurines and whatnot, no, they're screwed. They need to wait until Japan Post opens up again, and I really don't know when that'll be. It's insane. I'm glad that a lot of the companies, like a lot of the small businesses, have found ways to ship. Like there's a person on Etsy that I like to get some of these bezels from that was like, no, we can ship to the US via UPS. And I'm like, okay, cool. But some aren't willing to make that concession. Or it's just too hard. Because if you're a larger company, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. I'm super grateful that I don't currently have anything on hold anywhere as far as shipping is concerned from overseas. But I did wait a whole 2 months for a restock package. That was a butt. It's the best way to describe it. It was a butt. Maybe I shouldn't have that there so I don't drip like a dork. Whee! I'm using it as reference, but I totally got some resin on it. Like, it's dry. It's cured, but so I can wipe it off. But still, you'd think I would be careful. Alright, let's see. How's this looking? Pretty good. Not too opaque, or not too transparent. Cool. We're just gonna put that in. I could probably pay more and get my order shipped. I guess I just underestimated how long the wait would be. Yeah, but if it's not something that you're like super wanting it anytime soon, it's almost worth waiting. But if it's something that'll make you happy and you can afford to make the extra shipping, if they offer it, of course, then I would say go for it. Like, if, at this point for me, if I ordered anything right now, I would just tell them to wait. So some of these are... I can probably stuff some sand into some of these holes that are on this one. If the sand cooperates. I try really hard not to be too pessimistic about all the like the difficulties related to having a shop right now and conventions being canceled, and but it's hard not to be, because it sucks. It really does. But since like I've been throwing myself at the like classes and different crafts and such, I think that's a pretty good thing, a pretty nice break. So I don't regret that. It's just, it does suck that if you want supplies or whatnot, there's just a shortage of stuff, or you can't get it easily. Those legs are chunky. There's so much sand on them. I think that's okay though. I wonder if there's a smaller piece of sand than that one. There are. Just need to actually be able to grab it. There we go. Cool. That looks better. Surprisingly under the 9-volt lamp, because my other one had 4 9-watt, not 9-volt, 9-watt. Right? 9-watt. Yes, yes. I think that's what. Please hold. Oh, I know my stuff. I swear I do. Yeah, 9-watt. That was correct. Got stuff mixed up. Under my 9-watt, my old lamp, it had 4 of the 9-watt, so it was 36. This one's only 9, but it's curing decently. So, yeah. Try to stay upbeat but realistic. Yeah. Thick-topus. I like it. Alright, let's see. It's 5:35 over here. Have a little bit of time left before I need to be a dork and go raid in Final Fantasy XIV. Although I'm not quite sure what we're doing today. I mean, I do know. I hope everyone is going to be there for it, but it might be a little difficult if everyone is not there. So I'm going to wait for that to cure, and I'm going to work on another one of these. Gonna check real quick if there's any messages. There are none. Okay, cool. We're good. Just keep looking at my fingers and my skin that's still blue, and I'm like, I'm still gonna do another batch of dying. Not anytime soon before the event, but I'm just like, you think I would wear gloves? No. I still need more sand now, because I'm practically out again. Okay, let's see if that was enough. It is enough. Awesome. Now to get it all off. Okay, good enough. Alright. Gonna do the sand first. Because I want a little bit more sand, I think. Yeah, cool. Do have to admit it's kind of nice to have these side by side, since I want them to look pretty similar. And less small things flying around everywhere. Don't want that black piece in. That would be hard to find another one like that. I don't know what that was. Little fleck of something. Okay, sorry, I'm mumbling. Just like, meh. Okay. Yay. That looks good. A little bit more sand than these. My favorite pieces are ones that have a lot of different colors in it. I like the open bezels that have a lot of parts to it, so like you kind of get a stained glass look when you're done with it. That's my favorite. It's kind of like painting in that respect. Get to hop around colors. I really enjoy doing that. This one's gonna look a little funky. Don't necessarily think in a bad way. It'll just look a little different than the rest. I think I still want to continue doing the blue first instead of the sand first on these little ones. Into the curing lamp you go. Okay. This should be back is a little sticky, so I'm gonna cure that. And then, let's see, I'm gonna add a little bit of sand. And then actually, I should get going soon because it's almost time for me to go raid. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the sand and then put it in and then pack up. Jeez. If the sand cooperates, that is. Yay. Alright. Let me check. Yeah, I like it. Okay, cool. Alright. Into the light. So I'm gonna let those cure, but I'm going to pack up this stuff. Alright. Well, not gonna touch that first. One thing at a time. Moving these over to my other tray. Because I will make those happen, but I wanted to have everything that is done for the next phase, obviously ignoring that, because that's was my test, if it even works, and it does. Test one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put this one under the light somewhere because it's a little tacky. Alright, cool. I don't know if I'll come back after raid tonight. Probably not, because I'm gonna try to get sleepy so I can get some sleep tonight. But I definitely will be back tomorrow. My afternoon, Pacific time afternoon. And I'll be doing a lot. I'll try to be on much longer than I was today. Today, because of the lamp dying on me, it was a little hard. All right. Bye, Dream Room. I go raid. I don't usually on Mondays, but our schedules have been not syncing very well as of late, so do what I can. Thank you. I tried. I'm just grateful I still have the old lamp. I am so beyond grateful. Alright, and I found this really handy piece of cardboard that lets me just very easily just wrap around protection till another day. So I can still use that. Use that resin. And then I also plan to do these via Ocean. Somehow integrate what I'm doing into these, so it's a little bit more on theme. Maybe these? Maybe I'll make some with the molds. We'll see. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. Wish me luck. Because if I do really well, I'm gonna totally dive in and do an extra series, or at least start an extra series, and that'll be quite nice if I can do that. So yeah, great. Bye everyone. Sorry my camera's being a butt. Thank you for coming, and see you tomorrow.